We all know that the healthiest way to quench thirst is by drinking water. However, who could say that a glass of lemonade or fruit juice could turn out to be unhealthy? One of the most recognized ways to boost calories and gain weight is to drink high-calorie beverages. So you can control this sneaky way of consuming extra calories. We've put together a list of 8 unhealthy drinks to avoid. 1. Almond milk. Almond milk has immediately gotten the universally adored choice to cow's milk. It's moderate, it tastes great, it goes extraordinary with smoothies, and it's an ideal decision for the individuals who are touchy to dairy. Gotten from almonds, a few fanatics of the beverage are persuaded that they offer all or a large portion of the dietary advantages of the genuine nut itself. Things being what they are, almond milk is just comprised of around 2% of genuine almonds, consequently missing a large portion of the sound fat, protein, nutrients, and minerals you get from eating the nuts in their strong structure. As though that weren't sufficiently discouraging, a few sorts of almond milk have added sugar to improve them up, troubling you with more pointless and void calories. You're in an ideal situation drinking a virus glass of water and nibbling on a small bunch of crude almonds. In any event, for an extra 160 calories or something like that, at any rate you'll be satisfied and get the full healthful advantage of what almonds have to bring to the table. 2. Zero-calorie drinks. Any individual who used to be a fanatic of pop of juice is generally a devotee of zero-calorie beverages and drink blends. You know, they're either those little bundles of powder you add to your water to make them taste like squeeze, or they're now seasoned and sold in jars or containers at the supermarket. Clearly, the zero-calorie segment settles on it an alluring decision in contrast with non-light beverages. Individuals figure they can drink as quite a bit of this stuff as they need and never acquire a pound. Incredibly, however, your body is more astute than that. At the point when it detects something sweet being devoured, it expects calories. Since these very sweet beverage blends don't have any calories, your body gets confounded, and afterward increase your yearning chemicals, so you begin to pine for fatty food varieties like chips, wafers, treats, and whatever else you can rapidly push into your mouth. Take a stab at pressing some lemon or lime into some shimmering water for a change. It may not be pretty much as sweet as you like, however at any rate it will not prompt awful yearnings later on. 3. Caffeinated drinks. Everybody knows in any event one individual who can't overcome his day without a Red Bull, Rockstar, or Monster energy drink. He swears it gives him the kick they need to remain caution and get past every one of the insane things he needs to do, particularly if he's been coming up short on rest of late. It's a sugar and caffeine fiend's fantasy refreshment. You may get a decent transient eruption of energy from one of these beverages, however you'll likely crash later on, assuming not from the caffeine, positively from all that sugar. Very much like other juiced and sugar-filled refreshments, caffeinated beverages can be exceptionally habit-forming, in some cases making you endure terrible results like a bad case of nerves, expanded tension, and more cerebral pains or headaches. Attempt a protein-pressed smoothie blended in with a sound sugar, like entire natural product, rather than going after another Red Bull. An absence of protein is a lovely normal reason for weariness, and fortunate for you, it's a simple fix. 4. Sports drinks. Exercise center rodents, perseverance sprinters, and individuals who do a great deal of actually requesting work regularly depend on drinks like Gatorade and Powerade. For some time presently, they've been effectively situated in the market as the best beverages for rehydrating and renewing electrolytes. The terrible news about these kinds of beverages is that the greater part of them contain high fructose corn syrup, a lot of sodium, and practically the same amount of sugar as pop. Like caffeinated drinks, sports beverages can likewise make you experience a short eruption of extraordinary execution followed by a diving crash. Except if you're going throughout the day journeying across a hot treat by walking, you needn't bother with this kind of drink. Try to hydrate with plain water, and feed yourself enough sound carbs and protein before you work out. Adding an extremely limited quantity of natural ocean salt to your water as you taste on it through your exercise can be a useful alternative as well, however not absolutely essential except if you're turning out for a delayed period. 5. Espresso drinks. Okay, so the vast majority presumably know in some capacity that their number one Starbucks drink isn't too solid. For reasons unknown, however, huge loads of individuals are as yet persuaded it's a smart thought to utilize every one of the calories that come pressed into their lattes, cappuccinos, and macchiatos to swap genuine nourishment for breakfast. You might be getting a 800-calorie explosion of sweet, foamy energy, yet the nature of those calories procure UAF as far as sustenance. All that immersed fat from cream-based fixings in addition to sugar-stacked syrups and enhancing leave you with void calories without any critical dietary benefit, in addition to the inclination to make you crash and feel languid later on. In the event that you totally can't surrender espresso, have a go at changing to drinking it dark and restricting the amount you burn through. Get your calories from genuine food that incorporates protein, complex carbs, and in a perfect world fiber as well. A model would be a piece of entire wheat toast with peanut butter, in addition to an apple. 6. Newly squeezed fruit juice. What could be so terrible about newly pressed organic product juice? The overall supposition that will be that it's more grounded than the stuff you purchase pre-processed in containers, jugs, and jars. Squeezing your own foods grown from the ground, veggies, implies you get the new stuff without all the additional sugar, additives, and other terrible garbage that frequently gets blended into the locally acquired stuff. There's only one major issue with squeezing, however. You pass up fiber, which keeps you more full more and forestalls that glucose spike you experience from eating stuff that is unreasonably sweet. Of course, you get a large portion of the nutrients and minerals from utilizing new fixings. However, you fundamentally wind up devouring unadulterated sugar, which actually should be offset with fiber. You have two choices to fix this. Either begin devouring your leafy foods entire, or change from squeezing to making smoothies. Simply drop the full organic product or veggie into a blender for certain different fixings, water, and ice. You'll in any case get the advantage of the entire thing in fluid structure. 7. Nutrient water. The allure behind specific brands of nutrient-injected refreshments is quite simple. On the off chance that it has nutrients, it must be more grounded than essentially some other beverage, correct? That is actually what the organizations that produce and sell them need you to think. The facts confirm that nutrient drinks have nutrients added to them, yet don't count on the possibility that it compensates for the wide range of various garbage you can discover added to them as well. For instance, one container of vitamin water contains an astounding 33 grams of sugar. That is significantly more than what you get from the normal jar of pop. In the event that you truly need nutrients, have a go at asking your primary care physician for a proper enhancement. Or then again, even better, eat a reasonable eating regimen of genuine and quality food varieties, and drink heaps of water. You can a superior blend of supplements from elsewhere other than an assortment of new plant-based food varieties and lean wellsprings of protein. 8. Coconut water. There's a major pattern in the well-being and wellness world concerning coconut water nowadays. To be explicit, well-being fan and super competitors trust it to be the holy grail of hydration and a characteristic, low-calorie option in contrast to sports drinks for being so high in potassium. This is one beverage that there's been a great deal of discussion over of late. The medical advantages that coconut water needs to give are entirely misrepresented, and chugging a jug of the stuff while you exercise or after you're done isn't any better compared to eating something with sodium or potassium before you work out, similar to a banana, as well as drinking a lot of water. A few competitors depend on it, however. So in the event that you love coconut water and you think it helps, you can continue to drink it. Simply don't altogether rely upon it instead of genuine food and plain water, and ensure you pick a brand that doesn't add any sugars or utilize a concentrate rather than the new stuff. Amazed by a portion of the things on this rundown? You're not alone. It's a smart thought to keep away from a large portion of these drinks and change to a portion of the recommended better substitutes, all things being equal. Yet that doesn't mean you can't enjoy every so often. Anything is fine with some restraint. And self-hardship is never essential for a sound way of life. So on the off chance that you can't totally surrender your Starbucks lattes or newly crushed squeezed orange, consider treating yourself on more than one occasion per week.